Good morning, everyone. So let's talk Botox in a bottle, which seems to be a trend and a term that's been going around social media for quite a while, and of course the beauty community. And this basically implies that there are skincare ingredients and products that you can use topically that can help deliver similar effects to that of Botox. Now, obviously nothing really truly compares to Botox, right? If you're getting the treatment done, it's going to be way different than using skincare. But let's say you don't like the idea of Botox or you're just not ready for it yet, then there are skincare ingredients and products that you can use to help soften fine lines and wrinkles, to of course help prevent, just like Botox does. There is skincare that can help to firm the skin, improve elasticity, help with collagen stimulation, and of course to plump up the skin while treating and preventing at the same time. Really no different than Botox. Now, I am 37 and I have never had Botox done, or filler for that matter. I'm not against these treatments, I'm just not ready for them yet. I just don't feel like I really need it at this time, as I enjoy what my skin looks like now, and I take a lot of pride in skincare and having a good routine going to keep my skin looking as youthful as possible, while again preventing and treating at the same time. I might consider Botox down the road, and if I ever do, I will let you know and bring you with me. But if you don't like the idea of Botox, or you're just not ready like I said, then I think you're going to find this video very helpful. So let's get right into today's video. Of course, everything that I'm going to be mentioning will be linked below for you, including discount codes and related videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I'd love to have you all here long term. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really does help to support my channel. So the first ingredient that you could look into could be the acetylhexapeptide 3. Also known as argireline. Now, the most popular serum that has everybody talking, especially that serum that is truly Botox in a bottle, is the ordinary argireline solution 10%. And I have talked about this several times in the past. This is something that I have been using on and off for several years. And the reason why people say this is Botox in a bottle is because it does have Botox effects. So argireline is a neurotransmitter, which actually can help to reduce facial expressions while softening fine lines and wrinkles at the same time and retaining moisture in the skin. This is very thin and lightweight. This is something that you can use every day, twice a day. You can pair this up with retinol. You can also pair this up with Tretinoin. You can pair this up with a lot of things. And the more consistent you are with this type of peptide in particular, then of course your chances of seeing results are going to be a lot better. Now, of course, peptides in general can be great to produce new collagen, target fine lines and wrinkles, and to firm up the skin. But acetylhexapeptide 3 specifically, argireline, is a neurotransmitter, which is why everyone says this is Botox in a bottle. So of course you can find argireline in a lot of other serums from other brands, and in those formulations you might find other types of peptides. You might find a vitamin C or a retinol. It just depends on the formula, and that's great. But if you're looking for a 10% option that is strictly just argireline, then I would say look into this. And it's also really affordable. You're getting 30 mils of product, and there is a 12-month shelf life with this also. So remember, consistency is key, but a lot of people swear by this, and truly this does work. There was a time where I was really consistent with this, and it really did help to soften some of the lines around my eyes, so crow's feet. So you can use this underneath the eyes if your skin allows you to. Of course, we're all different, right? The skin underneath and around the eyes is so thin and delicate, we should always be cautious. But when I was testing this, I was mainly using this as an under eye serum, and it worked really well. Also, I wanted to bring this up to you guys as well. There was a thing going around that argireline can cause sagging of the skin. I have never experienced this, and there was a time, like I said, where I was really consistent with this serum. So I personally never saw that. I guess There's always a possibility with skincare in general, right? It just depends on how our skin tolerates to an ingredient or to a product, but I can tell you right now, I never experienced such thing. The next ingredient that you could use would be hyaluronic acid, and there are so many different types in different formulations and consistencies. Of course, there's serums. You can find hyaluronic acid in moisturizers, cleansers, and so on. My favorite way of using hyaluronic acid is in a serum because I truly believe that this is one of the best ways to hydrate and plump the skin while giving that youthful appearance. Now, I like to look for a serum that contains more than one type of hyaluronic acid. And my favorite serum, and the one that I truly believe is the best at this time, is the Niod Multi-Molecular Hyaluronic Complex. So this formula contains 15 types of hyaluronic acids. This is the most plumping and hydrating serum I have ever used. You get this nice glass-like look to your skin and it just looks so youthful. So imagine being consistent with this and using this every day, twice a day. It really does give your skin this beautiful, youthful complexion. Now, because this is a hyaluronic acid and this is a humectant, so remember, even though there's acid in the name, it doesn't mean it's going to exfoliate. This is a humectant that's going to hydrate, so there's no conflicts. So if you want to pair this up with tretinoin, retinol, vitamin C, peptides, niacinamide, pair this up with anything and everything, and it truly works with all ingredients. So I love using this in my morning, especially because it just gives this plumper, more youthful look for the daytime, but it's also great to use at nighttime to hydrate as well. And when I'm using this, I like to put this on damp skin for better absorption, and I like to lock this in with a moisturizer before this dries up on my skin, because when you do that, you're locking in hydration, you're going to prevent transepidermal water loss, but also your skin's going to remain plump and hydrated for the entire day as well as all night. So if you're looking for a good hyaluronic acid, I'm telling you this is exceptional. It's very thin and lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky or greasy on the skin, and it's great for all skin types. The next ingredient would be either a retinol, a retinaldehyde, or prescription tretinoin. Now, to give a little recap, especially if you're new here and you're new to this type of product, a retinol is the most gentle because your skin has to convert the retinol into retinoic acid. So once retinol is applied to the skin, your skin converts the retinol to retinaldehyde, and then it turns the retinaldehyde into retinoic acid. So if you're a beginner, start with a retinol. Now, if you've been using a retinol for a little while and you want to move up, then I would say go with a retinaldehyde. This is the ordinary retinal 0.2% emulsion. So once you apply this to your skin only has to go through one conversion, which then turns into retinoic acid. And if you've been using retinaldehyde for a while, then of course your next step up would be prescription tretinoin. There are different brands, different percentages as well, and this is considered a medication because of how strong it is, and you can experience a lot of dryness and irritation with this also. Now, depending on where you live, there are countries where you can purchase this over the counter, but here in Ontario especially, it's considered a medication, and I am using the Retin-A brand 0.05% strength. So it doesn't matter if you're using a retinol, a retinaldehyde, or tretinoin. They're all going to be effective to soften fine lines and wrinkles. And of course, to prevent them, it helps with cell turnover. It can help to produce new collagen, elastin, and it can also help to improve texture, tone, and acne at the same time. So just be consistent. You want to be on something like this for a long time. So pick one, be consistent, start slow. So start with maybe 1 or 2 days a week, gradually increase from there, and enjoy the ride, because these types of products can really help to improve your overall complexion, and it can really help to remove and to soften fine lines and wrinkles. Now, if you have sensitive skin and you're someone that can't use a retinol, a retinaldehyde, or tretinoin for that matter, then I would say look into Bakuchiol. Now, there is research that states that Bakuchiol Bakuchiol can help with signs of aging, and it can be beneficial to soften fine lines and wrinkles. Now, Bakuchiol is a plant-based alternative to retinol. So of course, it may not work as quickly as retinol, retinaldehyde, and of course tretinoin, but the more consistent you are with it, it can help to soften fine lines in time. But consistency is key, right? Now, I have never solely used a Bakuchiol product before, so I will leave some options below for you if you're interested in this ingredient. I have used products that contain Bakuchiol in the formulation list. There's an eye serum that I use from Dr. Dennis Gross that has Bakuchiol in there, but never on its own. So I can't speak too much on this ingredient because, again, like I said, I haven't been very consistent with just this ingredient on its own. But if you have sensitive skin, it can be a great alternative option to retinol. So those are some great ingredients and products that you can use to help deliver similar effects to that of Botox. Now, of course, at the end of the day, nothing truly compares and mimics and replicates Botox when it comes to a skincare product. But of course, there are so many ingredients that we can use to help soften fine lines, to help produce new collagen, help with firmness and elasticity and that plumper look. So as long as we're consistent with ingredients like I mentioned today, our skin is going to look and remain youthful. And of course, with daily application of sunscreen, this can also help to prevent further signs of aging. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you found it helpful. Again, all of the products that I'm sharing today will be linked below for you, including discount codes and related videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.